Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Donnarumma, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be quite a player in the last 199, Peter. Flexible, adaptable, showing a real tactical aptitude, and number 200 should be no different.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nicely weighted ball. He has a look up.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Rodri. Foden.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Haaland! There it is! You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the...
Bullish header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. Oh, well played. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Foden.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern...
It's bounced back off the post. Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a shot! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Costa Curta. Portugal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cherki. Now it's Semenyo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Hello, attendees.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they were their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Now it's Haaland. Foden. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. He won't be happy with that one. This is Pirlo. Cruyff. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's ruffled a few. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. He's done very well to get to that.
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. Looks really well cleared. Shifted it to the flank. Great vision. Semenyo. Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Good ball, good take. Oh, shooting chance! Now it's Bernardo Silva. Well, that defender is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, sweet feet. It's come through, and he's had a quick look inside.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And this is Cruyff, and he's in. It's Basio! He scores! They have stolen level at the last.
Portugal.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Number 20, Bernardo Silva. Number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 47, Phil Foden. Number 42, Semenyo. Number 21, Nuri. Coming on the field, number 26, Savinho. Number 7, Omar Marmoush.
Portugal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. All square again in the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
And that interception was... And there goes the final whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as the two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the...
Haaland! Oh, it's hit the post! Matthews Nunes gets his head on it! It's there! First blood drawn! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Good ball, good take. Nouri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Knocks it into space. And that's been won straight back. It's a really well-measured ball. Played out wide. Matthews Nunes. Semenyo.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cherki. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Now it's Villa. And now the breakaway. And this is Luis Suarez. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Matthews Nunes, who does have an assist to his name.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
David Villa. He's a sharp little ball here. Doku. Pass somewhat off target. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ah, that's a fine interception. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. It's a pretty loose pass. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
On the field, number 5, Hazard.
And
number
we're off again.
18, Suarez.
Well, it's been tight, Peter,
Number
but I'm
10,
expecting things to open up now, and we get some
Coming
free-flowing
on the field,
football.
Number 8, Mbumo. Number 11,
Baresi deals with that comfortably.
Number 21, Owen.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were...
Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. Impact sub.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Diego Costa puts his hands.
The danger is averted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Position saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Defending of the desperate variety. Matches Nunes, makes the interception. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forward that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cherki. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Shot a goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. They've played it short. There's the shot! Decent enough try. Reinders. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's De Jong. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Has been indicated.
Foden. Oh, that's superb. Tchouameni. And we're done. So it's something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they...